And until Ripple stops like attacking Bitcoin, we have a don't talk about Ripple policy here on the Salt Talk.
That's fine.
We won't bleep that out, but we're not going to dive. You know, we like the Ripple people to play nice, and once they do, we'd love to have them come on. But until they do, we're not going to, we're not going to support them.
Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from one more undisclosed place. Yes, not for too long. I'll be back in Tokyo. But in that intro, you heard Brett Messing. He's a partner and COO of Skybridge, who puts on the Salt Talks. These are events that are held a couple of times a year with interviews that include many of the top players. He was speaking there with Dan Moorhead of Pantera Capital. And gosh, speaking highly of Ripple and their solution, but he was stopped pretty much midstream. Very disappointing to see the censorship. They have a don't talk about Ripple policy. Terrible, just terrible. All right, in this video, I have a lot of nice surprises for you. Let's go. There's a whole lot going on, and this is one of the many things that I think a lot of people are going to be talking about. It's a full committee hearing, an oversight of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, and yes, Gary Gensler is going in person. It'll happen on Thursday, September 15th at 10 a.m. in the Dirksen Senate Office Building. If you're curious as to what he's going to say, I found his 13-page testimony, which he will read before the United States Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. Moving along to another story, and this one is very interesting. It's about Jed McCaleb. Jed, of course, is who originally worked for Ripple. He's one of the founders of the XRP ledger, and he went on to launch the Stellar network with XLM as the native asset. And now he's building a team of industry experts and engineers to pioneer the new frontier of space exploration. This crypto billionaire has named his new venture VAST, and he has a mission to build the world's first artificial gravity space station so that people can live in space for long periods without the zero gravity effects. Because that prolonged exposure to zero gravity has harmful side effects, including bone loss and brain damage. This venture must have been in the works for a very long time. The Twitter account was registered back in November 2009. Google has added a countdown clock for the Ethereum Merge, and in the Google Trends, China, Switzerland, Singapore, the Netherlands, they are the nations that have the greatest interest in the Ethereum Merge in the last 7 days. I know everybody in their right mind is hoping for a successful merge. It would just be crazy not to hope that it goes well if you are invested in this space. And they have a live party happening in about 4 hours. It'll be an Ethereum mainnet merge viewing party. And if you find the Ethereum Foundation YouTube channel, you can participate. Today, Real Vision Crypto had another live. I love this live format. And they had Santiago Velez on as a guest. He is such a bright mind. And when it comes to Ethereum, he gives us great insight as to where Ethereum is going and headed towards after the merge.
The core of Ethereum is something called the Ethereum virtual machine, which runs on all of these decentralized nodes. And that virtual machine allows you to process smart contracts, very simple applications. It's a Turing-complete system. So that means that you can run an application like, say, a Uniswap or an OpenSea for NFTs. Those decentralized apps, as they're called, allow for the network, which is decentralized, to issue different kinds of assets into existence, fungible, non-fungible tokens. It does not, however, lower the gas fees. The block reward and the block size is essentially, the block size is essentially unchanged. So the competition for which transactions get added to a given block remains. And that means that in periods of high network utilization, you can still anticipate a rapid acceleration in and the fees to get your transaction processed. So right now, Ethereum development roadmap is going to have future scalability implementations, and much of that traffic will go to layer 2s. But Ethereum is essentially striving to be a settlement network where whatever transactions occur at high throughput on layer 2 will get settled on a highly secure layer 1, and that's its primary value proposition.
Yeah, extremely well framed there, Santiago.
Okay, everybody, we're jumping to the fluff. Today, I want to talk about Yokota. And Yokota is an air base that is about 28 miles west of Tokyo. And there is something very, very funny going on that base. What's called a morale patch is something that is optional. It's not part of the official uniform. But many of those stationed there wear this patch, which looks like a drink and fries. What do you think it could be? It's designed to resemble the kanji characters, which is tachi on the left and kawa on the right, Tachikawa. It is the stop at which that airbase is located. And so that those that are brand new to Japan, they can read the kanji character. They use this drink and fries to remind them what the kanji characters look like so that they can get home properly. I think it is so funny. But I can imagine when you first come here, all the characters look alike. And so you definitely want to know the station at which you can get home at. And for the people who are at the Yokota base, that would be Tachikawa. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.